I did a lot of playing basketball when I was little too.
Right, right, right,
And I used to so it's really making me not really care too much about anything now.
right, 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 right.
So
Yeah.
come on, Jay, you can breathe. You gotta breathe so they can take this. Throw the football with my son. You know.
Can't do nothing without you, no.
Man, what's up, y'all, man? What's up, my God Talk people, man? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all doing, man? Today we here with another special guest. You know how we do it, so man, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? My name is EJ. You know, anybody that know me, they know where I come from. So my name is EJ. I'm from Hobbs.
For sure, man. And like I always do, man, we're gonna dive straight into it. So, man, if you don't mind telling me and telling them, man, how was your living arrangements growing up, and how'd you grow up?
Man, I grew up like just probably like any other kid from the hood. You know,
Right, right, right,
um, mom's was working two jobs when I was little.
right.
So it was a little hard on her. But for sure she held it down, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the living arrangements over there like that.
Okay,
So I moved to my grandma's house to the east side.
okay.
And growing up over there, I love just being over there,
Right,
hanging out. So
right.
I chose to be over there with
Mm-hmm.
them. You know what I mean? So growing up over there, it was just any other body coming up from the hood. They into bad shit.
Right.
Excuse my language, but
No, you good. You good.
so they just into bad stuff. Like any or another kid getting in trouble, knocking on doors, running. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just like any another kid from the hood. I did a lot of playing basketball when I was little too.
Right, right, right.
And I used to coming up. That's what it was. That was a lot part of my life too. Playing
Mm.
basketball, like a same place to go, like where I can let everything else go that's going on at the house or what's going on at school. I just let all that stuff go when I get on the court. So that was my place to
Okay,
go to. So
okay.
growing up, I played a lot of basketball. I used to do a lot of drills when I was younger because I used to watch a lot of basketball.
Right.
Growing up. So I used to live across the street from a park. I used to go over there to the park, shoot hoops,
Mm-hmm.
run up and down the court.
Yeah.
Did a lot of training. So that was my coming up basketball. How the Boys and Girls Club was popping.
Okay, okay.
We used to have intense games like packed out like the Hobbs Eagles.
For sure, for
So
sure.
growing up, that's what was in at that time. It was
Okay.
basketball. Hobbs High was packed out, getting packed out during that time. That's
Right.
when there was a lot of good players coming out of Hobbs then.
Okay.
So basketball had a spotlight on it. So at the Boys and Girls Club though, we used
That's
to have
five.
like tense games
That's
like that.
five.
Yeah, I used to have try to win. I used to get second place every year. I'm not gonna lie to you, but my last year, uh, my brothers and them, they good as well. So,
Right.
but they used to be on the opposite team. So it
Mm-hmm.
used to be them two against me, type situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was an intense game. We made each other better.
Right, 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 right. Man, I like that. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, man. After all that, man, now you growing up, what's all the things you was getting into, diving into and stuff like that after all that?
Shit, after coming up from the hood, you just seeing the same ordinary stuff. So you
Right.
seeing, you know, the dudes riding through the hood on big rims and
Right, right, right.
shining. You
Right.
coming up, you're not having too much either. You know where I'm at, so
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. That's cool going on around there.
Yeah.
And this the time where I'm growing up and I'm able to realize what's going on. So
Right.
and start moving. You feel me? Start
Yeah.
moving around. Other than across the street from the park, because as a youngin, grandma ain't gonna let me just run off. You feel me? So
Right.
now this time I'm actually moving around. I actually get to see the neighborhood and see how it works. So now my little petty stuff getting into mean like knocking on somebody's door, running, or tossing rocks at somebody's car. Now this is becoming into bigger. I'm getting into worse stuff now.
Right.
Getting older. So seventh grade, eighth grade years up. When I'm in the seventh, eighth grade now, I'm getting into trouble. Like meaning it's like I'm hanging out with older dudes, doing things that I'm not supposed to be doing, and I'm aware of what I'm not supposed to be doing. But hey,
Right.
I'm just trying to, I'm figuring it out.
Right.
So
Yeah. Nah, I feel
like
you.
I said though, I'm not no follower
Right.
it by me anything. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I stand on 10 on mine by me.
Right.
So but being want to, what I'm saying, want to hang out with the older people, you know what I'm saying? So when you
Yeah.
hang out with older people, stuff come with that, you know what I'm saying? Because they
Hmm.
might be into something that you don't even know worry about, but you gonna get caught up in it. So
Right.
now you're a part of it.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So being like in that type of stuff. So when I'm getting older though, now I mean I'm into that type of danger. Things that I don't I wouldn't want my kids to go through. You feel me? Or
Right.
have to pick or choose to do. So of course, I went through that. So I don't want them to have to go through what I went through, or not even say that I had it that bad, but just growing up and picking the wrong decisions and doing the wrong things and made it that bad. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
so it was just the decisions that I was making. I don't regret none of the decisions because it made me who I am today, and I would never be where I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Right.
might
Right.
have been in a different way, but I feel like this is who I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. 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 Right.
So I had to go through all that. I had to figure it out. I had to, control. I mean, I had to go through and be able to control my life, where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? Because I've
Mm.
already seen it and done it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, my dad used to tell me something that just always go through one ear and out the other. He said, no matter how far you go, when you come back, the same old niggas gonna be doing the same old stuff.
Right.
Now
That's
that
true.
and now when I look back at it, it's very true. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
So no matter where you go, or what you go do, when you come back to this place, they're gonna be doing the same old stuff. It
Same old stuff.
might be a different body doing it, but they're gonna be doing the same old stuff. So you ain't
Right.
missing out on nothing. And you should tell me this when I was younger, because he wanted me to shift off of what I was doing and understand why he wanted me to get into some books or why he wanted me to play basketball and things like that. He wanted me to understand it like that, but I was, wanting to know it all. At the young,
Yeah.
I think I know it all, and I'm
Yeah.
doing what I'm, not supposed to be doing, getting into trouble. Now, at this time, like I said, when I'm in eighth grade, I'm making grown man decisions, things like that. I started pushing the car when I started driving the car when I was younger.
What age is that?
I was 10 years old when I first started getting in the car. Probably even younger than that.
Wow.
So I was young. My grandma had cancer.
Okay.
My pops used to be in and out of jail or just in and out.
Right.
So it's hard to keep up with him. My granddaddy, he old already too, so he ain't really taking care of my grandma. So I'm taking care of her. I'm driving her to chemo appointments. You know, getting her going through labs and doing all this type of stuff.
Wow.
So I'm young doing this.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I'm growing up. Got to where a stage where she couldn't take care of herself. So now I'm changing diapers, moving her from bed to toilets and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little hard. So now I'm growing up. I'm really not caring because I'm seeing the person that I love the most die in front of in my hands. You know what I mean?
Wow. Wow.
So it's really making me not really care too much about anything now.
Right. 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 Right.
So yeah, so at this time, my grandma, like I said, she had stage 4 cancer,
Mm.
hospice already in the bed, things like that. So losing her is, what made me, I think, jump off the go into the deeper end of what I was into
Right.
already.
Right. 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 Right.
They used to have a party, or not a party, they used to just kick out at the park across the street.
Mm.
You see all the older kids, older guys out there, music, in their cars backed up, everybody walking around having a good time. I'm a youngin' across the street looking at them, sitting on back of the Cadillac, just like, damn, I want to be over there
Right.
having
Right.
fun,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But I'm over here, I'm watching my grandma take care of my grandma, and I want to be over there,
Yeah.
I want to be having fun with them.
Real.
So, when I lost my grandma, that's just what I did. I went over there, started having fun, and started being with them and staying out all night, and then not showing up at the house no more. Or now it's just me and my grandpa at this point. So, my grandpa getting fed up with me coming in and out. So now he locking me out the house and things like that. So, but still, I still didn't get my mind right. I still didn't get like, you know what? I got a mama that's over here on the other side of town. I need to go over there. But instead of making that decision, I'm staying where I know it's rough at.
Right.
You know, that I know that I'm gonna have to go through it.
Yeah.
But I'm just choosing of being out,
Yeah. Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
what I want to do. But
Yeah.
I'm young doing it, so like I said, hanging out with the older guys, dudes that got their own car, they let me jump in the car and drive it because they know I can drive.
Right.
Things like that, you know what I'm saying? Jumping in the car, going to the stove for 'em, just hanging out with the older guys,
Right.
hanging out with the
Right.
older guys is learning the different stuff. I used to be an old head over there. Used to tell me all the time. Used to tell us all the time, "Hey, y'all better stop playing with them guns and stop being out here in these streets, right?"
Right.
He used to always tell us, but we used to always tell him, "Man, shut up, man, you just old."
Yeah.
We
Real.
used to crack it on him, you know what I'm saying? And he used to be like, he'll tell us, "All right, it's a lot that come with it.
Right.
But that old head was right, It's a lot that come with this shit, You could probably ask any one of my partners, they wouldn't have chose this life.
Right.
They wouldn't have. Not saying they into nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
saying that like they would want to grow up with a silver spoon. Anybody that
Mm.
has a silver spoon, they want to grow up like how we grew up in the hood and
That's
stuff,
right.
right?
That's right.
But anybody that didn't grow up with no silver spoon, when they went through something, they would give up that to go with the silver spoon.
That's
You feel me?
real. That's real. That's real.
So any one of my partners, they would love to do that. But again, you ask probably one of my partners, they tell you like they wouldn't have changed it because they wouldn't be where they are today. They wouldn't have made them the man that they are today.
That's real.
So everybody changed. Everybody grew up. Everybody they got families. We got families and stuff. So we all, but we wouldn't be the man that we are today if we wouldn't make the sacrifices that we made when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Which is learning. Now, if we didn't learn all the bad stuff, how we gonna keep our kids away from the bad stuff?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
So if I didn't learn none of the stuff that I've been through, how I'm gonna keep my son from doing that? How I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. That's why all the silver spoon kids, and I don't say silver spoon meaning is disrespect to nobody. I'm just saying like kids that had it,
Right.
that you know, mama never had them driving in, new
Yeah.
2500s
Had all the shoes and everything.
all that,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they didn't
Yeah.
have to worry, them type, so
Okay.
they want to be over here with us. They want to be us bad, but they mama never don't know how to stop it because they ain't never been through that.
That's
What I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
So they don't even know what they into because they ain't never been into it.
It's
You know what I'm
real.
saying? So
Real.
for my kids, I know about it because I've been through it. So I don't want them to go through it.
That's
I don't know
right.
what it's like to have that over there on that side. So we gonna figure it out together so we can get on that other side.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So,
I like
so
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I say about my partners would give anything up to be on that side. But at the same time, if we never went through what we went through, we can't keep our kids away from it.
That's
You know what
real.
I'm saying? Because we ain't never been through it.
Yeah.
Just like we don't know what it feel like to have $100 million.
Right.
Because I ain't never had it. But I'm gonna do everything I can to try to get it. Right.
Right. Right. Right.
Because I want to know what I feel like. So it's something different. I want to do that. I want to try to, make a foundation for my kids. Because like I said, if I didn't learn that, I wouldn't have been able to show them that. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. That's real. And through the midst of all that, that was great, man. And through the midst of all that, man, was it like, was you getting in fights and stuff like that
Yeah, most definitely. Every day.
every day?
Yeah, all the time. Man,
Wow.
I used to when I was like I said, and I keep saying 7th, 8th grade because that's really when I jumped off the porch. What I
Right.
say jump off the porch mean is like I really just got into the active in the streets.
Right.
Uh, I really became active in the streets.
Right.
Meaning is I really became fighting every day, getting shot at,
Right.
stuff like that. But yeah, fighting. When I used to be in elementary, we used to be into it with this little group they had.
Right.
So, they just didn't like us. I'm a mixed breed. What they say, I'm too black. I mean, I'm too Mexican for the black. I'm too black for the Mexican.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
Right.
they just didn't like us.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
mixed
Yeah.
breed. So, used to try to pick on. Man, I'm little. When I was coming up, I used to be little. We used to have this dude. I used to fight every year. We used to come back to school. I knew every year when I came back to school, this is the person that I gotta see. Every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ever since I was in 2nd grade, bro. I take that ever since I was in second grade, every year so high school. Me and this dude fought every grade we went to.
Right.
It never failed.
Dang.
Cause I was little,
Yeah, right.
you know. So I'm little. Like I said, I'm a half breed. I'm going to Seven Heights in the South Side, but you know, I'm I'm not. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm not supposed to be there, but I'm just not in that culture. You know what
Right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right, right,
Not
right.
saying that I'm just not, trying to put it in a different way.
Right,
Just saying that when I was coming up, I was little, and a lot of people didn't like me because I'm a class clown.
right,
I'm getting in trouble. I'm making everybody laugh.
right, right,
Um, I'm making everything look good. Like anything we getting, I make. We don't care if we go to the, they used to have a Bills over here. They used to have a sale, right? I don't care. We getting $26 shoes. I'll make everything look good, you
yeah,
know, because everything I've always been told. My grandma's always told me it's never the clothes on you, it's the person that's in the clothes.
that's real.
You know what
That's
I mean?
real,
So
man.
that's something I always kept. Can't nobody ever. You can't nobody teach this.
Right,
You
that's
know what I'm
real,
saying?
man.
It just has to be in you.
I like that, man.
Yeah, it
I
just
like
has to
that,
be
man.
in you.
And yeah, y'all, stemming from that great story he was talking about, talk to me on when did you know you needed to change things around you and when you needed change.
I needed to when I started to change things. I started to do better, man. It took because jail didn't do it. Me going back and forth to jail didn't do it. Me having a kid didn't do it.
Right,
It made me grow up a little bit.
right, right,
It made
right,
me stop a little what I was got going on
right.
because now I wasn't taking as much risk.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still in, so I was still in the streets. I was still doing I was just still doing what I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Right,
So what took me to stop doing what I used to do. I had to get shot.
right, right, right,
You know,
right,
so me getting shot, I got shot 5 times. So me getting shot, it made me understood.
right, right, right,
Not saying that I run from anything because I bars none. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's just stating that at the time my dad passed away. That's first. My dad passed away. So my dad passed away in September. When
Mm.
he passed away, just a lot going on. Then I was in a lot. You know, drinking every night. When he passed, I just didn't know how to handle it.
Right.
So I was drinking every night, going out, getting into trouble. Doing my big one. You know, popping it.
Right, right, right.
And me dudes don't like to see you popping it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't like to see you flashy. They don't like to see you doing none of that. So I'm into it in the streets. So
Right.
I'm going out where I'm not supposed to be going out. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
around people that I'm not supposed to be going around.
Right.
So like I said, I'm just maintaining. Going through life, maintaining because at this part of my life, I done lost my daddy. So
Right. Right.
I lost somebody that I love a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love my grandma too a lot, but that was when I was a kid. This is when I'm an adult this time at this
Right.
point, right? So losing my dad at this time, it's supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be here forever. It's supposed to be somebody that's supposed to see my kids, grow up and have my grandma and see me grow up,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and somebody that's supposed to be somebody I can call when I'm not feeling me.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And talk to him about whatever. You feel me? So that's who he was. He was somebody that my best friend. I
Right.
can talk to him about whatever, and not hear it again.
Mm-hmm.
If I just needed to get it off my chest, he can let me get it off my chest. You know, besides all the stuff that I went through with him when I was coming up. Whether him not being there or whatever the case may have been. I didn't hold none of that against him. I understood you had to do what you had to do, or you was into what you was into. That was you. I know for sure that he never brought this stuff around me and my sister or my brother.
Yeah.
I know for sure that he always made sure that he let us know that he loved us.
Right.
That
Right.
type of
Right.
shit. I'm not saying that nigga he wasn't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He got he but losing him it messed me up. And losing him, he left me with a lot of stuff that I had to take care of still that we should take care of a long time ago. Rather, getting that land together, get my grandpa right, settled right, all that type of stuff. I had to figure all that out by myself.
Right.
He left me with a whole bunch of problems. I don't blame him, but he just left me with a whole bunch of problems. So now when I'm getting shot, when I got shot, I got a son. I'm 24 years old. So when I'm getting shot, and I got shot 5 times, laying on that floor.
Wow.
And I was laying on that floor. When I was thinking, I thought about a lot of things, but the one thing I thought about was my son.
Right.
I'm fit to leave him with nothing. I'm fit to leave him with not nothing he can say, hey, my daddy did that for me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm fit to leave him with a whole bunch of problems. I'm fit to leave him asking why did he pick to do this instead of pick to be in my life?
Right.
Why he couldn't leave that alone and understand that we needed him. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm fit to leave my son with, right? Because these are the questions that I had for my dad, but I just never was. I was too blind over my own stuff. I never got to ask him that because if I feel like my dad would have been there, I wouldn't have turned out where I would have turned out at, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, but I'm about to leave my son with nothing, or why? I'm about to leave him wondering why.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he pick to go to this party than to be at home with me and my mom and try to
Mm-hmm.
be here? Why he keep running from the problem and going to get drunk and doing all that? That's what I'm going to leave my son with.
Yeah.
So going through that and going through the hospital and the doctors telling my mama that I wasn't gonna make it and shit like stuff like that. Laying on the bed and seeing the things that I seen. You had to go through that to see that. Cause I can sit here and tell you about some stuff and I ain't gonna say people don't believe it because a lot of people have been there and they've seen it. And I won't say a lot, but a lot of people that've been through something, they've been there and seen it. So being shot and going through what I've been through, being in the hospital for 3 months, for 2 months, and not having contact with the world. Nobody can come see me. Nobody can leave because we in the middle of COVID.
Right.
So nobody can come see me. Nobody can leave. So all I got is me in this room. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So all I got to do is fight.
Right.
So that's when I got shot. That's the first thing I knew that I'm gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be alright.
Right.
I'm gonna make it out of this.
Right. Right.
It's something better out of this life than what I'm into right now.
That's
Right?
real.
So I knew from the jump that I was gonna make it. My cousin was there when I got shot. He telling me, you ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna. I told him from right then and there, hey man, I ain't dying.
Right.
Let me lay here.
Right.
I'll be alright.
Right. Right. Right.
Cause I know that my God gonna keep me on the other side.
That's real.
Right.
That's real. That's real.
So boom, right? I'm in the hospital. I'm fighting. I'm going through. I got tubes tied up to me. I got a strong family base. I got a strong support system. All my people that stayed on the phone constant nights. You know what I'm saying, praying for me. People that went out there and praying for me, having gatherings here and praying
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can never thank a person enough. For
Right.
what they did. Because they didn't have to take time out the day to pray for me.
That's right.
So I can't thank everybody for what they did. It mean a lot. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart because I wouldn't be here without all them prayers, right? So I went going through that and seeing the things that I seen. I remember one incident. I was in a bed. I guess I was just coming out of surgery. I don't know, but I was. This is before I became two and started knowing everything.
Right.
So I'm still out of there. So there's a nurse holding my hand.
Mm-hmm.
But first, before I get there, I'm in the hospital. I'm fighting. It's at one point in time when I'm out of there. I'm, I'm, I'm in this dark room. This is what's playing out. I'm in this dark room. These dudes had a black suit in his hand.
Right.
Tell me to put the suit on and come on over here.
Right.
You need to be on this side. I walk around them. My daddy's sitting in the chair. My daddy in all white. It's like white around him.
Right.
And he telling me, boy, when I walk up to him, he looked up at me. He said, "What the hell you doing here?
Right.
Not your time." Going back over there. I wake up. When I wake up from that situation, a nurse cuts my hand. He got a mask on. Only thing I can see is his eyes,
Right.
and I can feel him. Feel like my daddy.
Right.
So he's telling me, "Come on, Jay." That's when my daddy used to call me.
Yeah.
Come on, Jay. You can breathe. You gotta breathe so they can take this tube out of you. That's what he's telling me. So I breathe. He's like, you gotta get to a 20 or they ain't gonna do it. I get to a 20. He like, nah, Jay, you better than that. So I blew again. Boom. I did like a 25, something like that. He let go. He grabbed me, said, you did it. Let go of me. And said, I'm gonna go get the doctor. Walked out. Doctor walked in. I never seen him again.
Hey, boy.
Never seen him again. So, when that happened, the doctor, that what he told me was true, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to breathe what I had to breathe, and they took the tube out. That's when I became, open up to, knowing what now I'm wide awake. I'm knowing things now, So now sleeping in that bed in the hospital, I'm laying there, like I said, I'm isolated. I'm in the room, I can't do nothing. They can't take me nowhere. I can't move anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still got a bullet in my back, so I can't sit. I can't sit up. I can't do nothing. I'm really paralyzed.
Right.
So being in that situation, that made when I came home, well, talking to my mom, I tell her, you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about me doing nothing, cause God gonna take care of it.
That's real.
So I told her, I said, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You ain't gotta worry about me going back home and thinking that I'm about to just, go be a crash dummy and crash out. No, God gonna take care of it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He gonna handle it in His own way.
Right.
And I did just that. I fought. I did my thing. Fought. Went to rehab. Fought in rehab. I come home from rehab. I stay active. Going to therapy, get back right. But being in that situation, going through what I went through by being shot and feeling them bullets in me, made me realize what I was gonna leave my son with. Right. So coming home in my mind, I'm already thinking. Now I'm not saying when I came home I wasn't. I completely changed my
That's
ways.
Right. That's right.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I did things different. I stayed back. And again, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't do too much anyway.
Right.
But being in that wheelchair, being not to be able to go out there and throw football, play basketball with my son, and doing all them type of things made me realize, I'm about to leave this. I'm about to leave my son with just a why. Like why I couldn't just pick him, then pick the streets. Why I couldn't pick out a different route to be able to mold him into a better man than what I was, than what I am.
Right.
I was about to leave him with a why. So that's what made me change. That's what made me pick my family than other stuff. This is why I go so hard at trying to sell a car or being doing yard work or doing whatever my case may be. So I don't have to go back to what I know. I want to be able to leave my kids something. I want to be able to leave something behind them for them to be like, you know, that came from my daddy from all the hard work he did. That came from dad. Um, Something that nobody can ever come take away from them.
Right.
Because it was given to them in the right way.
Right.
So this is why I picked the decision that I make now. I don't choose to hang out. I don't choose to do all that. I choose to be around my kids. That I made them my life.
Right.
This is what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? So I got a purpose now. So my purpose is my kids. So that's why I changed my ways.
Right.
No father want their kids to have to go through what they went through.
Right.
I don't ever want my son to ever feel what I felt. I want my kids to ever feel getting shot. It don't feel good. It don't look good. It don't heal good. When it rains, I hurt. Tremendously bad. So sometimes I can't get out of bed type thing. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't never gonna stop me from not going and getting it.
That's
Because
right, man.
I got kids that need it. I got a leg that don't work. I'm trying to lift it right now like this. I can't even lift it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no movement in it. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
they told me I was never gonna walk again. And when they told me I was never gonna walk again, my mission was to prove them wrong. Because a doctor can never tell me what I can ever do.
Right.
God could tell me what
That's
I can do.
real.
So
That's real.
whatever that doctor was talking about, we ain't caring about what he's talking about. We know God gonna keep us on the other side of this. You know, my faith in God is crazy to it now than what it used to be.
Right.
Like I said, I've always came up in the church because my grandma kept me in the church, but I never paid attention to the church.
Right.
I never paid attention to what they was talking about or what they did or how this, you know. But when you go and see that man and he come and put his hand on your life,
Hey.
you know, and you about to go to the other side, it'll make you change. I don't care what nobody say, you know. I don't care what how big or how tough or what you do, you know what I'm saying? It might not, you know,
Right.
you might not have nothing to live for, but when you see your life flash and you see you going out, yeah, it gonna make you just choose. I choose my kids, you know.
Right.
They gotta be a better me, you know.
Right.
They're an example of me, but they can never be an example of me if I'm not here.
That's right.
So that's what made me change. That's what made me change. Being shot, being on that ground, being told that I was never gonna walk again, and I was never gonna get out my wheelchair and stuff like that. To now, I'm running down the field. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running, but I'm doing way more than what they said I was gonna do. That only happened through, you know, and my belief, and my faith, and my strength, and my discipline.
You're totally right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this happened. That's how where I'm at today, right now, is because I never gave up. You know, I've always kept faith. You know, I've always believed. You know what I mean? Because without believing and without faith and without discipline, you ain't making it nowhere. You know, you ain't gonna be able to do what you want to do.
That's
you know?
real.
So
that's real, man.
I'm a firm believer. If you lay there and not do nothing, and you waiting on something, it's never gonna come.
Hey, that's right. That's right there.
I mean, I just don't see it. God gonna bless everybody, but I feel like you waiting around for a blessing instead of trying to you waiting on the wrong thing. I feel like when you waiting around for a blessing, you waiting on the wrong thing because you can be blessing somebody with just a little bit of time, and that blessing gonna come without you even knowing.
Right.
So what I mean by doing something means being proactive. You know, showing somebody the right way, leading them down the right path. You know, telling the kid to do something that's better than worse. You know, do something, pick something. You know, basketball. You know, do something that's gonna be better in life. You know, kids growing up nowadays, the only thing they feel like they is out the way, getting out the hood or out the situation they in is rapping or coming out through playing sports. You know what I'm saying? But it's way more.
It's way more, man.
It's way more
It's
opportunities,
way more.
man. Way more opportunities. Not everybody can play basketball or football. Not everybody can rap. You know?
Right.
Not everybody can do all them type of things. You know what I'm saying? So you can become something different. You know, you can produce. If you're in the music type thing, you know, you can manage basketball.
That's right, man.
You can do all type of different stuff. You know, to still be active or what you want to be active in.
Right.
Whatever you feel like you got you love, and you can be active in that situation without having to be a star in that situation. You know, you can be a back bro guy. Without you, the show don't go. Right.
That's right.
So you know, kids be caught up in I only show my gun in this video and smoke my blunt in this video and I'm gonna get it pop. I'm gonna get hot. You know,
right.
I'm gonna be the next young boy.
Right.
Type of thing. But you ain't gotta do all that. You can pick other sorts. You know.
That's real, man. That's real, man.
You can pick other sorts and what you want to do, but changing the way I change is getting shot. If I don't think if I would never got shot, I would never change the way I was coming up.
And what's crazy about that, man, as I'm seeing, man, you walking me through everything. That happened to you, so people behind you can see that to know they need to change their ways before they ran into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be the sacrifice so other people behind you can be able to live a better life. You see what I'm saying? Because the same thing Jesus did for us. You know, hey, nobody want to die. Nobody don't want to get their nails in their hand and hang up on that cross. But he had to go through that for us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing you went through, man, you had to be alive. And a lot of people don't stay alive 5 shots.
Yeah, real talk.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was nobody but God.
Yeah.
Nobody but God, bro.
Yeah.
That's powerful right there, cuz.
Yeah.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah, like I said, when I got shot, I just knew. I just knew that it wasn't my time.
Right.
I got a purpose. And I got to figure out that purpose, but I think I done figured it out. And I'm be honest, I just figured it out now. Like my kids is my purpose.
Right.
My kids and what I got going on with them and where I'm trying to go out in life. That's my purpose. Because I've always, always want better.
Mm-hmm.
My mission is through life is to, make sure my mama ain't got no more debt to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Like any kid, right? Growing up, any kid that's going to the project, they want to give their mama a better life.
Right.
They want to get their mama out of debt type of, they want to get their mama out of debt. That's still my mission, and one day I'm gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
One day I'm gonna be able to. Hey, you ain't gotta worry about nothing no more.
That's real.
But not just for her, for everybody around us.
That's right.
My mission is to not just put myself on, to put everybody around me.
That's how you supposed to do it.
I want everybody around me to be able to have a situation where they get their own part. I won't put anybody in position, and if God can use me in that way, I'm a blessed.
Right. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, through all of that and stuff like that, everything you have went through, all the things you have been through, you know what I'm saying? What are some of the great things that you are doing now?
Man, I changed the whole 360.
Right.
I sell cars now, so
right.
Anybody looking for a car, they come find me at Permit GMC.
Okay.
So I sell cars for a living, and it's something that I didn't want to do, but I had a manager that was pressing me. I was chilling what I was doing, and he kept pressing me, and I finally came to it. When I did it, I loved it, So be able to, I use that as my source.
Okay.
I use that as my source. So a lot of people get into the car business for a lot of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do it for the money. I'm not in it for the money. I mean, don't get twisted. Of course, everybody wants to make some money, right?
No, you got to get a check. Yeah, for sure.
But my purpose in that, when I'm in the deal, my purpose is not to be. I'm not worried about the money for me. I'm not worried about trying to hit you over your head and I'm taking as much money as out of your pocket. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about helping you out your situation. So I'm helping you to a better situation.
Right. I'm
trying to take you out this car that's giving you problems and put you into a better car for you and your family.
Right.
This is why I do it.
Okay.
I do it because I feel like I can change somebody's life from walking to driving a car.
Right.
Somebody might not know what their credit score is. You know what I'm saying? They can probably buy a car without even putting no money down that day. So keeping all your money in your pocket and getting you into a new car is the best feeling.
Right.
That can change somebody's life for getting them into a new car because now they probably slumped, not going through it, whatever. Car messing up on them, they have the worst luck running to me. I sell them a car. And I sell them a car that they love. They thought that they would never drive,
Right.
A car that is getting them from point A to point B now. Mm-hmm. Now they life is turning into a whole a whole 360, So this is why I got into the car business. So that's something that I'm doing now, I go to church. It's not a Sunday that I don't miss.
Right.
I've been there faithfully. I don't do it. I don't do it because I got to do it. I do it because I want to do it.
Right.
My kids are touched into it. Like my son, he loves it. Like he can sit up and talk to you about anything.
Right, that's great, man.
About church.
That's great.
So this is why I do it. The changes that what I got going on now is, I want to, I got a lawn service company that I try to.
And what's the name of that?
Roberson Services.
Okay.
So, cut grass, cheap,
right.
I don't try to hit nobody across the head. Like I said, I'm trying to do enough to where I can give back. I can do something for free. I got a sign company too, where I put up signs, happy birthday signs, congratulations signs, things like that.
Wow.
In people's yards for let's say their daughter's having it's her birthday. She likes princess. Still, I'm setting up, pink letters and stuff
Right,
in
right,
their
right,
front
right.
yard. So I do them type of things. You know, it's me and my girls' company. You know,
Okay.
we're into that. You know, being at home with my family, the best feeling in the world when I get off from work and I come through the door, and my kids run up and give me a hug because they miss me.
Right.
So that's the best feeling, you know.
Right, right, right.
Or even I have a daughter that's terrible, that's bad. You know, I'm getting my payback
Yeah,
for
yeah,
her,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
my sons, they want her to fly. You know,
Right.
they sweet. They give you hugs. They give you kisses. They sweet, right? I got a daughter that she don't play. She she's snappy, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But even seeing her being snappy, being bad, you know, doing things she doing, that's fun to watch.
Right,
It's
right,
fun to
right.
be around. I get to see them grow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I sit back and I think, when I sit back and I see them, I think like I'm what left this.
Right.
Almost left. I wouldn't have where I'm at right now if I'd have left, right? So whatever.
Right.
But I almost left it. I wouldn't have been able to feel this, you know.
Right.
So a while ago when you asked me, you know, what changed me, yeah, being at home, walking through that door, and you know, screaming your name, and knowing that I ain't got to worry about the police coming, knocking this wall down, or
Right.
I ain't got to worry about. I mean, you still got people that don't, you know, they don't like you, whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
really worried about them. But
Right, right, right.
knowing that you really ain't gotta watch your back, like how you know when you into the streets and
Right,
stuff
right,
like
right.
that. You know, I don't hang out as much. You know, I do a lot. I do a lot with my family. Meaning, you know, we do a lot of family orientated stuff. You know, get-togethers and stuff like that. So like I'm more of a family man. Um, that's where I'm at not right now in my life. That's where you know I see myself making it bigger
Right,
than
right,
here.
right.
Eventually, I want to leave here. I don't want my kids to go to school here and they got to hear from teachers about their daddy.
Right, right, right.
They get judged already because of who their daddy was. You know,
Right,
I don't
right.
want my kids to go through that or
Yeah.
they're running into problems because somebody else kid daddy don't like me or you know I don't want this hard you know so
Right, right,
it's
right.
little you get a lot of people that just carry over the generation of negativity you know the
Yeah.
people that's growing up as little they see us into it with each other when we was younger now they grow up they into it with you know it's just a generation so I want to break that up meaning I want to take my kids away from it you know
Right,
like my son, they never even been over there to my side of the neighborhood. You know,
right,
I don't even take them over there. Like
right.
it's nothing over there for
For
them.
what?
Yeah, for what? It's nothing
Right.
over there for them. So I just you know I want to be better. Where I'm at today is it, it's where I want to be.
That's right, man.
I'm not saying that I'm what they say content because I'm not content.
Right,
I want more. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I want more, but I want more with them.
right,
I want my kids to want more. You know,
right, right, right.
so I want to show them more. I love taking trips and you know enjoying time with them, going to Disneyland, things like that. You know, that's what I want to do. Continue to do it.
Right.
Uh, just have fun. You know,
I
just have
like
fun
that.
with my kids. That's where I'm at right now in life. Just having fun with my kids and you know, get my health better. You know, where I'm able to get up and run and do things like that. Play soccer with my kids and you know, throw the football with my son. You know, things like that. You know, I like that. I like that right there. That's what
Right.
I like. I don't regret nothing though. You know, what I'm saying what I've been through. Because if I would never went through it, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
That's real.
I wouldn't have this testimony to talk to you about.
Right. That's real.
You know,
That's real.
I wouldn't have nothing to talk about.
That's real.
So you know, I sacrificed, like she sacrificed to be able to give your son, my kids better.
Right.
That's what I sacrificed to be able to get my kids better, be able to eventually get my mama better. You
Right.
know, my sister, get her better because she deserves it too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at without the prayer team that I had around me. You
That's
know,
right.
I got a Thea that stays on me. You know, she my auntie, she stay on me.
Yeah.
Like every day she'll
Yeah.
text me. You know, stay on top of me. and I respect her. You know, I respect her a lot. That's where I'm at. If it wasn't for her and her husband, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. If I'm being honest.
Right, man. That's good, man.
Because they hold me down for sure. They've done a whole lot for me. You know,
Right.
whether just talking to me, having people pray over me, um, people invite people over to their house so they can, you know, just talk. You know, get even if I didn't want to talk, just to sit there.
Right.
You know, think that I was handling in my head. You know, so I wouldn't be at where I'm at today if I didn't have them to make me realize what I got going on and where I was gonna lead to too.
Right.
Like I said, my auntie, she stay on top of me.
That's real, man. I like that, man. And you know, and that's good because we need that. You know, a lot of people, you tell somebody, man, I'm gonna pray for you, and when a person hear that, they be like, I'm not even doing nothing for you to, or they think when somebody says I'm finna pray for you, that means you're doing something wrong. When somebody say they finna pray for you, but it's just that divine protection that needs to be around you 24/7. You know, I mean, I'm talking about my life can just be I'm baking cakes. I don't do nothing. I still want you to pray for me.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? So it just
prayer go a long way.
It go a long way, man, and we all need that, man.
Yeah.
So
you can. I don't think you can never be to where you don't need no prayers. You know what I'm saying? Like to where you ain't, like you say, even if you baking cakes, I still want you to pray for me.
yeah,
Like you say, prayers go a long way. Maybe I need somebody to see this cake that does cakes and puts them on TV.
right.
Maybe I need them to see this cake. I need you to pray for that.
Right. That's real though.
Pray for that.
That's
so
real.
I can get this light on this cake that I'm making. You know.
That's real, man.
Whatever the prayer may be, you know. Safe travels. Pray that I make it there.
Yeah.
You know, I need to make it there.
That's right, man.
But
that's right.
Other than that, I mean, like you say, people when you say I'm gonna pray for you, they always, why are you praying for me?
Yeah.
And it don't mean that.
It don't mean that.
It just mean that I want this protection of you. You know?
Right.
I want God to lay His hands on you.
That's real, man. You know? That's real.
I want you to see what I see.
Right.
A lot of people ain't gonna see what you see, but you know it's gonna be alright. You keep praying for them people.
That's real.
Eventually they gonna get it.
That's right, you know man.
Eventually they gonna get it.
Hey, y'all, man, this right here was powerful, man. Real powerful, man. And before I end this off, man, what encouragement you got to say to all young girls and young men out there?
Man, encouragement. What I can say is, if you in school still, stay in school, learning books. A lot of people say, you know, the books ain't you ain't gonna learn a lot when you go to school.
Right.
But it's just common, you know. This stuff when you get out here to the real world, it's common stuff. Man, stay out the way, stay out of trouble. You ain't gotta be the next young boy to be somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's real.
You can be you and be powerful, you know. At the end of the day, you are who makes you yourself. You are who makes you to somebody when they look at you. So whatever you present yourself, always be presented in the right way.
Right.
You never want somebody to walk away from you and they got something bad to say about you. You always want somebody to respect you. And you respect others, you know. So you should always do that. Pick the right direction, walk the right path. It might not be the path that we ask you to walk, or just, you know, think before you react. Don't end up in a situation where you can't get yourself out of.
That's right.
End up in a situation where it's gonna get you more in trouble. You know, like I said a while ago, just pick the right path. When you pick the right path, it's gonna lead you to the right way. You know what I'm saying? So just stay out the way. Like I said, you ain't gotta be the next young boy to be somebody. You can, be yourself. You ain't gotta follow nobody. Become a leader.
That's real.
Yeah, be a leader. Be a leader. Don't ever be a follower. When you follow somebody, you're gonna lead them. You're gonna be following in the wrong direction. But if you be a leader, you can always lead somebody in the right direction. If you stand on your business and you claim that you your own person, just stand on your own. You know, you don't have to have 100 people around you to feel like somebody.
That's real.
You know, you gotta fall in love with yourself before you can fall in love with anybody else.
Hey, that's right, man. That's key, man.
Yeah,
that's key, man. I like that, man.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And really, really like took some notes on this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's great, man. Some of y'all that's watching this right now, man, whether you're a girl, whether you're a boy, you know what I'm saying? Or you older, and you still doing this, man. You know that he shows you that, man. Man, get out while you still can. If you in the streets or anything that you're doing that can cause this destruction, you see what I'm saying? Get out while you can. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of things that you can take from this story: faith, strength, sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Growth. Just so much. You know what I'm saying? I hope this really empower you, man. But like I always say, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit the notification button. Make sure to share it to everybody in your household, everybody in your family tree, your cousins, your friends, everybody that you may be around. Share it to them so they may hear this powerful testimony. You know what I'm saying? This is actually a walking testimony. They told him he wasn't gonna walk. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and Cub walking, man. He walked to me today. You know what I'm saying? He walking. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, do all of that, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit the notification button, man. Share it. And like I always say, if you're watching this, I dropped it. I love you, but Jesus love you more. For sure.
Can't do nothing without you.